How are we doing today? Ugh. As you can tell, I've been trying a different layout for the stream. Trying to make things look a bit more interesting. So, from my memory, what happened last time was me being stupid. I am very much low health, so I need to go get fiber and make a medkit almost immediately, unless I have one hiding in storage somewhere.
All systems online.
Which oh hey, I do. Still wouldn't mind getting more medkits for the sake of having them. Might need to top up on more food and water. But I ended up finding out that I was very much being a big dummy dum-dum. So what I need to do, first of all, is food and water. Which I don't know why I'm going up, there's plenty of food over here. And I should be able to find water probably just as easy. I'm not aware of any renewable source of food. We'll get 6 of you, just so I can get more of those snack boxes. Kind of want to get myself a new mouse. This one doesn't glide as much as I'd like it to. Not sure if that's a problem with the mouse or the mouse pad. Well, I never scanned these before. I may do a series that is just me reading Subnautica entries just because I can. I'm gonna need a bit more salt.
Welcome aboard.
I don't remember if I find salt in that lava area behind me. Should probably get some slugs real quick. I do remember that there's plenty of salt above me, though. Oh wow, the game audio is very loud at the moment. There we go. But didn't I recently make a shit ton of water? Or did I already drink it all? Not gonna question that. Wow, I already drank it all. Fucking Christ. But yeah, we'll spend a second topping up on food and water. At the moment, mostly water. Got to get some salt, top up on sea slugs. I reckon 6 slugs should be good for a little while. I thought he was going to shoot at my my tadpole. I was going to say sea moth, but that's not what it is. That's not very nice. Alright, so... that's water taken care of. Drop some of that in here. Cook some of that pneuma. 2 should be enough for now. And then drop everything off until I can get my hands on salt. Yeah, we should be good. Now, I don't know if they've added spoilage yet. I don't know if food can spoil. What I remember from reading the logbooks yesterday was that there was a wire or some shit that I had to follow to repair a generator. Question is, where would that be? Because I don't know if that wire is at the back of this observatory or if it's in front of it. But wherever it is, I need to follow it. I feel like I have been misled. These aren't the generators, are they? That doesn't make sense. I don't see what it means by a wire or a cable. Wouldn't be back here, would it? Coming out of the cliff? No. What about underneath it? Oh, that's where the angel comb was. Not the angel comb, the bloom for one of the angel comb buds. I'm not seeing much of anything. That's a current. Don't want to be pulled into that. Is that it, or are those shadows? No, those are shadows. Alright, well, wherever those cables are, they have to be around here somewhere. Can I scan these? No. I wish that the tadpole's dialogue didn't go off so frequently. Where on earth is that wire? Those lamps wouldn't be the wire, would it? No, it wouldn't be. It doesn't make sense. Sinkhole beneath core mass. Rosetta Stone. Okay. One is the architect language known from 4546B. The other is an unknown language, radial A. The observatory, built nearly 1,000 years ago but abandoned, clear and astronomical observatory but does not reach the ocean's surface. Front gate requires electrical power from an Axon generator. Electrical lines lead deeper into the biome. Yeah, so it specifies something about electrical lines, but when it says deeper, does it mean underground deeper or ahead deeper? I believe I may need to build a scanner. Because if that turns out to be what I've been needing to do this whole time, because the scanner does mark itself as mission critical or some shit. Do I have the materials for the scanner? I need a system chip and a wiring kit. Uh, both of which I can make. That's fine. Alright. Let's see if we have anything. Brazier flower. Attackamite. Altera bases. Bloom infestation. Wait, there's still a bloom infestation? Or is that just... Okay, so once you deal with the infestation, it's still marked as infested. Okay. Fuck, what am I gonna do? The only other thing I can think to do is to build a base over by that exhaust spire, set down a scanner and see if there's anything I'm missing. Because I am struggling here. I need a lot more titanium if I'm gonna do that though. I also need to figure out what I'm gonna do for power. Because I don't think just getting a bunch of bioreactors is going to be smart or efficient. Solar panels aren't really smart either. I mean, maybe they'd be worth going for if I get a shit ton of power storage. But I don't even know how much power storage those things store. Do I still have anything in here? No. I really need to figure out what I'm supposed to do with that. Because none of the logs that I have are telling me a whole lot. One log tells me that there's wires that lead deeper in the biome, but I don't know exactly where it wants me to go. I tried roaming around um the methane tower for a while, and that didn't help. I might as well... Yeah. Yeah, I might as well, make that power storage, just to see how much it actually stores. But it needs germanium, which isn't exactly cheap. I mean, good news is germanium is kind of affordable. Kinda. I've got an abundance of silver around the map, which is helpful. Just need to find those areas. I really do wish that the hull chassis, at the very least, reduced incoming damage. I also might try bringing flares. Just to see if that'll keep those electric bastards off of my ass. I mean, I guess another upside about this scanner is that I can look around for... There's lead nearby? No, there's not a lot of it. Alright. Power storage. Let's see how much you store. You don't tell me. There is an icon that tells me how full you get, though. It does look like you reserve quite a bit of power, though. I mean, the only use case for that is solar panels and biofuel. But I don't think the game has a spoilage mechanic yet. Let's see if I can find something of note in here. Okay, so they designed the hull chassis very specifically. Did I ever check out that smaller debris area at 105? I don't think I did. It says that there was a pair of them. Now, unless it's talking about those wreckages that were set on top of the bloom, I'm not sure what else it could be talking about. But other than that, I really do need to figure out what this game is talking about when it says generator. Because I don't think that big thing sticking out of the ground would be a generator. And I've had a good look around that entire um city area. Nothing there looks like a generator. Those wouldn't be the generators, would they? Alright, here I gotta do a bit of a experiment. Okay. So that worked. These wouldn't be it, would they? No, those just... I don't think these are much of anything. What would it mean by generator, then? Let's see if there's anything I can get from that bit down there. Because I don't know if I tried scanning that. Oh, it's a heat pipe. This pipe once channeled hot water from the Titan rock ball below into the turbine above, spinning it to generate electricity. Water flow has been obstructed by bloom growth, preventing the pipe from connecting to the rock bore. Deposits of corrosive fission or crud in the pipe indicate that the water flowing through it once expelled from an active nuclear fission reactor. The water in the rock bore below is now significantly less radioactive, suggesting that the fission source, whatever it might be, has died. The pipe has not been used for at least 2 centuries. Assessment: treat bloom growth, then extend pipe to return power plant to operation. So that's something I've already done. So it says that it wants to return the power plant to operation, which is what I'm guessing this whole thing is. The old thermal pipe. So I don't think this is the generator. But whatever it is, it needs a blueprint to be repaired. And I haven't the foggiest idea what it would be. Oh, I hate having to search through databanks, but here we go. Data downloads, black boxes, colonist logs, turbine repair plan. Why do you need me to fix this? The scanner doesn't work. The crystal structure of the turbine blades depends. The scanner sees it but doesn't understand it. No scan, no blueprint, no repairs. The Karakoram ruins implies civilization. They got electricity first. Okay, so that confirms that was Nahima that blew everything up. Can't believe I didn't read that before. Okay, here we go. This gives more information on the observatory. This tower was likely built as an observatory or an above-water forge. The upper tower has been extensively rebuilt, approximately 1,000 years old, continuously renovated until circa 200 years ago when the upper tower was modified and the site abandoned. Built from bioconcrete poured over a metal framework, then electrocuted with corrosion-resistant alloys. Electroplated. Fine-grained structure indicates the metal was cold-worked without forging or smelting. Original design included an electrical system for pumps and gates, predating human commercial electricity by 650 years. Due to its later construction, the upper tower should be scanned and analyzed separately. Evidence suggests this tower was built to raise telescopes above water for weather and sky observation. Structures in the interior may have been involved in mapping and modeling the local solar system. Assessment, locate and repair original power supply to open the observatory. Pioneer-built generators are incompatible with the alien electrical grid. So everything points towards there being an original generator that I need to fix. But the problem there is I don't know what the fuck that original generator would have been. Nothing points towards a direction, nothing gives a compass range, nothing gives a fucking map point or anything. I don't remember if I've scanned the upper half of the observatory, which I'm gonna go try and do now. If the upper half does have something to be scanned, then sweet. Maybe it'd be more info on what the fuck I'm doing. Unless that whole turbine behind me is what I'm supposed to fucking do. But then I don't have a fucking scanner blueprint. So it told me to scan the upper portion of the observatory. How upper are they talking about? Is this the generator? No? Okay. Let me look into the heat pipe. This pipeline's oh, I already read it. So I'm guessing the power plant is the generator. And the observatory is something I'm supposed to be doing after I resolve the generator. But the problem is that I can't progress any further with the generator because I don't have a scanner schematic. And nothing in the game is pointing me towards it. The only thing I can think to do is to do what that one thing said and follow 105 until I get to those two wrecks and see if I can find something in there. Because I cannot find anything in here. Alright, 105 from the alien ruins. Go, don't stop. See if I can find that wreck. I'm fairly confident that that power plant is the generator. Because it does need to be repaired. Alright, let's make our way over here and see if I can find those Altera wrecks. What I really think they need to add for the tadpole, though, is a dash upgrade similar to what you have when you're swimming. Alright, let's keep making our way over here. They said that there's a pair of wrecks over here somewhere. I guess the part where I'm stumped is figuring out how to get that scanner. So there's those wreckages that I never checked out. There's that little bit down there that I think I looked at, but I don't think I ever looked at the one up top. Let me just double check that I didn't miss anything. Hold on. Okay, no, nothing there is valuable. But I think those guys just charge after you if you're holding something with power. But I could be wrong. Oh, it's this area. Okay, I remember. And so it said that there were a pair of smaller wreckages, but this is the only one I see. Maybe if I continue down 105, I'll find another. Nope, I think that's a dead end. Yep. I don't believe I've ever checked that out.
Seek fresh water intake.
Alright, that's just another hull chassis. I've been here before. And that's not a second wreck. Now, so it said that there's a pair of smaller wrecks, but there's only one. Um, I'm not sure what it means by a second wreck. Or a pair of wrecks. I'm struggling to even find where that... Oh, here we go. Yeah, a pair of smaller debris fragments at 105. I mean, the only thing I can think at the moment is that maybe there's another entrance somewhere here. But I don't think that's likely. I really do think I'm supposed to fix this fucking thermal vent plant thing. But I don't know how I would get my hands on that scanner. Well, that doesn't help me none. Okay, I'm starting to wonder if this is the end of the early access, and the only reason I haven't got that scanner is because it hasn't been implemented yet. So what I might do is I'll do a spin around everything up here. See if there's anything else I need to scan. And if it turns out that there's nothing up here, I may just look up specifically if this is where the early access ends. I'm not going to spoil any progress, hopefully. I just really want to understand where the fuck I'm confused. Yeah, no, this is the power plant, so this has to be where I generate power. This has to be how I fix everything. This is what I have to fix to get that observatory going. Where the fuck do I begin? Do I have to go back to the main area and explore there now that I have this alien vision? Alright, hold on. Alright, so apparently this can be repaired. Apparently. But I know that that's not going to repair it. So apparently I'm supposed to learn of the black box from ISO. And that's how I was supposed to find this scanner thing. but I never got one for ISO. At least not that I remember. If I did, the location of that black box isn't revealed to me anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recharge my tadpole, get some food and water, repair my tadpole, and then see if I can make my way to that ISO black box. Alright. So that ISO black box. It says it's east northeast. So somewhere around there. Pretty close to the alien turbine. And this is supposed to be where ISO's black box is. At the moment, yeah, no, I just went straight into a fucking barrier. So why does it keep every black box except for ISOs? Alright, so I've been there before. A large fragment from an AISV cicada compartment, including an EVA suit locker for spaceborne construction. The presence of a compartment from the cicada itself suggests the ship may have broken apart violently. Corrosion and weathering make it difficult to determine the exact circumstances of the fragment's arrival. Tool marks indicate partial salvage has been attempted, but the tools are not of Volterra manufacture. Acoustics indicate fragments of useful tools are present. And so which one was... Okay, so the stairway to heaven was the one that was blocking the angel comb. Okay, so this is the wreckage that was half hanging off the cliff. So yeah, note to self, read data entries more often. Because this game really fucking loves hiding data entries behind them. Not data entries, fucking progress behind data entries. So I specifically want to look for that wreckage that is half hanging off and bent over from the edge. That's not it. Is it the one up here? Oh! A pair of wreckage. Okay. So it wasn't that there wasn't a pair over here. I was just really fucking stupid. Although I don't think this is the right one that I'm looking for. Nope, this is the right one. And apparently there's something in here that I just completely fucking missed. Wait, did I ever explore this fucking wreckage? I don't think I did. Alright, let's see if we can find anything. But apparently there is something that is objectively useful in here. No, I have been here before. Yeah, that's ISO's black box. That's the modification station. That doesn't open. Those are the improved fins. I don't know what it means by useful blueprints. I'm not finding anything.
30 seconds.
Well, hop back in you, because the other end doesn't seem to have anything at all. The only thing I can think of is that the blueprints could be outside of the building. Or that there's an alternate path that I can take to get in there. I can't repair that door. Can't do anything with any of you or you. So nothing in there. ISO's black box doesn't do anything. This entire area is just entirely empty. And then this area here just has nothing. Wait.
This scanner modification simulation employs
Oh my god.
alien bacteria to spawn metallic markers. You will notice that happy bacteria smell like beets.
Okay. So, the thing that's been stopping me from progressing this entire time was the fact that my attention was focused on the wrong thing. I missed a very important blueprint that you can only find in one place. And once you enter that place and you lose the black box, it is very annoying to find. And the only hint that you ever get about that thing being there is in a fucking log. That is the one and only hint about something being in that specific wreck. And it is a very obscure hint the moment you get to that wreckage. And I can't believe I didn't see that fucking thing the first time I went through the fucking wreckage. Because it blended in with everything, and I was already half fucking exhausted. Needless to say, I'm a little bit of a dickhead. Alright, what do I need for you? Enameled glass, I could probably make you right now. Okay, so now I can scan alien shit. So now it wants me to scan the fan. I'm not reading the tutorial if I want to talk about the game. The game wants me to scan that fan rotor thing, the turbine, so I can get a blueprint to repair the fucker. At least I think it'll give a blueprint. If it doesn't give me a blueprint, maybe it'll just let me pull out the repair tool and fix it on the spot. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I just popped a pimple on my forehead. Alright, now let's scan this fucking thing.
Forensic simulations indicate the power plant was deliberately sabotaged. Repairs will require an enormous quantity of resources.
How enormous is enormous? Is it gonna tell me? That is not that bad. 10 titanium, 10 strontium, 10 managali? Mangalloy. Mang alloy. So that's 30 titanium, 20 of whatever that other shit is. And then... where is it? Okay. So I actually need 60 titanium. I'm guessing that this is when the hull chassis comes in handy. Okay, so that's 60 titanium. 20 of that white silver shit. And then it was 10, that's a camite, 10 troilite? I know that the atacomite I can get just down below the angel comb, but I think I already have enough of that. The troilite is what I need. I need 10 of that. That should be easy. I'm pretty sure that's down in that acid pool area with the metal the metal fabricator thingies. So I'm guessing the biggest grind is going to be titanium. Yeah, no, I've got enough of that. I've only got enough for 2 strontium. We'll dock up real quick. So we need a lot of titanium. Hey there, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Why's your ass brown? Did that go in my inventory? Yes, it did. Okay. Let's drop off what I can. I miss my Cyclops, man. That thing sounded cool. It sounded cool. It looked cool. The Cyclops was cool. You drove the Cyclops and you felt like you actually did something. Meanwhile, in the last 2 games, a lot of the ships have just been very underwhelming. I did not mean to pick up quartz. That's enough for 5. And I still need a shit ton of titanium. I had enough for 2 back at base plus half. I think I'm good on strontium. It's just titanium that I really need a lot of now. And then the last thing that leaves is that brown shit that I've got to get after I get all the titanium. So when I go back, I want to immediately make as much titanium as I can. Make as many titanium bars as I can possibly make. I might even make a second processor. Nah, I'm not going to make a second... do I want to make a second processor? I want to make a second processor. This is 40 bars in total that are going to be processed, and each takes a lot of time. At least I think it's 40 bars in total, if I remember right. Yeah, no, it's 40. Alright, let's dock up. Alright. How expensive is a processor again? I don't remember. Mild acid and copper wire. I don't think I have the materials for mild acid. I can definitely get it, though. I could just process it getting radon pouches. 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 I don't even need copper. Although I probably should clear my inventory first. And I know exactly how to do that. I do need to find copper anyway, though, because I need copper wire. But I'd argue that the biggest skill issue I've had this entire playthrough is not reading the motherfucking logs. Everything I needed to know was there. It was all there. Everything that it would have told me is there. And then I just didn't fucking read anything. Yep, nah, I'm good. I missed out on one copper, but oh well, I need a lot more titanium than I do copper. So that would be 5 bars out of the way when the process is done. So then I'll make the copper wire. Might actually make 2. Then I'll drop all the titanium and copper and celestine off into storage. So then I can get those radon pouches. We'll detach a chassis there. I'll just connect it when I come back. So we'll pick up these 3 radon pouches. I know there's got to be plenty more radon pouches over here. But boy, am I glad I decided to set up a base over here instead of having to go back and forth over and over. Because turns out the rest of the game is on this side once you get over to this side. Probably should get some more water soon. Okay. So I should have enough materials for mild acid. I could make a third... Yeah, I could make a fourth processor. Oh, right. We'll set it up. Fuck it. We'll set it up there. And then we'll get you making germanium. So that'll make 8 once it gets to it. Then I can make another processor, which I'll just chuck over here because fuck you. And this can process more titanium. Alright. So what I'll do now is clear out my inventory and my storage. So I'm not going to be able to charge my battery while I'm gone. That's fine. The batteries do last a very long while. Alright, so I'm going to get my hands on more titanium. Let me just... Right, I need water. Should probably get some water first. Don't need an entire fucking hull chassis just for water. Although I'm a little sad we don't have the water bottle fabricator anymore. Not having to worry about the survival side of Subnautica once you earned it was really fucking nice. But so far, this entire game... So far, Subnautica 2 has very much been survival the whole way through. Back in the other side of the map, it was not too much of a stress if you didn't have water. You could just get plant fibers and refine water. But on this part of the map, plant fibers are reduced to nothing but those flowers that you would see here and there. I never scanned water slugs. New bioscan. Oh! Oh! Bioscan! Okay. I see. So I could just get upgrades and shit by scanning people with the bioscanner. Why? Okay. Isotonic water is also not worth going for. If it's only, like, an extra 15 points for a harder creature to obtain plus salt. It was germanium that I needed, right? Right. No, it wasn't germanium, right. Was it germanium? No, it wasn't. I'm a fucking dickhead. Oh my god, fuck me. Alright. Let's go get some more titanium. We'll just double check that you're empty. Yep. Actually... I think... I'm gonna go get more of that brown shit first. And now that I have the long-range sonic resonator, that's not gonna be as much of a problem. But it's nice to know that at this point of the game, that's when you start getting the bio mods. Oh, right. I followed that route and that takes me to the thing. It would be nice if they added a chassis that made the tadpole move faster. Or at the very least added a modification that increased movement speed but also increased cavitation. So that you move faster but you get attention easier. Anyways, there's a big scary roaring dude. Now what I would like to do is scan him without being absolutely fucking murdered. But I don't think I'd be able to do that. So what I'm going to do is leave that there. And use these to get around. Hey, you! Let me get your attention so I can scan you. Wait, you just stopped being hostile? Okay. Let's see if I can find more of those deposits. There's one. That doesn't give me a lot. Okay, so they just give up after a second. Alright, so let's see if I can find more of those piles. It doesn't look like there's much of anything, though. Like, any and all of that mineral you just can't find. And I need 10 of it. Alright. Wait, so they just leave you alone when there's no power? Okay. If that's the case, then those are probably easier to deal with than I thought. Wait, so they get close and then they just give up. Nope. No, they don't. So I need 2 more. Tongue Thieves fears Sonic Resonator. So I think they're talking about the little crab dudes. So that's not what I'm looking for. Let's head back to the tadpole. So I probably only need to find 1 more. And then I have enough Troy light. I don't remember if the 2 that I found early in the game I put in storage or if I just threw them out somewhere. Fucking hate that thing, dude. They're not even a threat, they're just annoying. Hold on. Oh no, that's just a slug. No, that's not a slug. Alright, let's have a look down here. Maybe there'd be some over here. It's going to be frustrating if the map only generates just enough for you to make the thing, and the 2 that I lost are just gone. Does scanning you give me one? Or does it give me titanium? Fucking gives me titanium. Okay. I only need 2 more. Surely there would be 1 more node somewhere.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
It wouldn't be up here, would it? Surely. There has to be 1 up here. Haven't seen any anywhere else. Ah. Thank fuck. I'll get both of them for safekeeping. And then just like that, I don't need to be here for the rest of the game. This place can go eat shit. It can eat the biggest, smelliest shit that can be conjured. Also, I kind of want to get a look at the fucking Hydra thing out of bounds again. I wonder if I can scan it. It'd be funny if scanning the fucking thing gives you a biomod. Hey, come over here. Oh, it's not a Hydra. It's a mother with 2 children. Okay. Well, the good news is the only material I need to farm now is titanium. Bad news is I need to fucking farm titanium. Alright. We'll get the last of the Celestine done. And then that's 5 of those.
Warning. Power offline.
That's 5 of those. Now, what's chewing that? Oh.
Power connected. All systems online.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
You know what? That's fair. So if I want to get all 3 processes going, I need to undock the ship. Might also help if I defabricate you. Yeah. That was just chewing power. Alright. While all that's going, we'll get back to the titanium grind. Let me double check just to see how much more titanium I need. I only need enough for 6 1/3 bars, so that'd be... That'd be 19. Filling my inventory would only give me 17. Unless I drink 2 water. Or, smarter yet, now all I need to do is get an abundance of titanium. Where to go? Oh, right. I can also get this fucking thing. So I don't need to worry about filling my inventory, because I have a hull upgrade. And I remembered that, because I can't lie to you, I did not remember that. That being said, we're nearing the end of the grind. We'll get the power facility going. Then I can get the observatory going and I can interact with it. And that should be everything that I need. And then at this point of the game, it's just a lot of waiting. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the chassis did make that a lot more convenient. I mean, the grind for all the other shit, not the shit that I was doing right now. Alright. While that titanium's being fabricated,
Welcome aboard.
I might as well go put what I can into that turbine. Then come back and pick up all that titanium in like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. You know what would be great at this very moment? Just like a big juicy burger from Hungry Jack's. Not the Angus. Fucking, they burn the fuck out of the patties when it comes to Angus burgers. I hate it. I'm talking like a fucking, like, mega baconator. Or a baconator deluxe. Or back when they had their Philly steak burgers. Those were fucking great. I loved those. And then all that's left is titanium. Can you imagine how interesting a chicken flavored vape would be? It wouldn't be good by any means. Who the fuck wants to inhale spicy chicken air? But like, if you didn't inhale it and you kept it in your mouth, you'd have like the taste of chicken stock every time you want to vape. To some people, that's a good thing. Some people also deserve a bullet in their head. Nothing related between those two sentences. Just a statement. Well, fuck, now I want noodles. Also, I can't help but notice that there is a very strong absence of music in this area. Like, the only time you ever hear music around here is when you're near those Leviathan things.
Repairs complete. Power plant overhaul complete. Bloom cleared. Ready for restart.
Alright, so that lower room has been sorted out. The upper room has been set up. All except for those two buttons.
Alien power plant.
I see.
Turbine rotating. Output. Steady. Power restored. Detecting activity. Alien observatory nearby. Entering the structure will give you a strong salvage claim.
Okay. I can't lie. I love industrial shit. And watching that thing boot up felt so fucking good. Like, all the bullshit that I had to go through to get that thing running. And then the music. Fucking mwah. Like, I had my gripes. That was beautiful. You ever wanted to feel good in a game? Something like that makes you feel fucking good. Wait, is that the observatory? Is the observatory shining throughout the whole fucking area? Okay, no, the observatory isn't shining. It's just, for some reason, the game's lighting is really fucking weird. But the observatory has power. So good news is that I didn't spoil myself on what happens at this point. I very much have no idea. That being said, we are about to find out. So all the lights are on now. Okay. Okay.
No living thing has disturbed this space in more than 2 centuries. The observatory's water is enriched by oxygen bubblers. Please do not become accustomed to this convenience.
Is that the actual speed that everything's orbiting? Oh, it's a dual...
This is a map of the local solar system and nearby stars, including Pulsar. estimating distance from Earth.
This model of an alien solar system contains 2 stars, 7 planets, and 3 moons.
Deferred. Please consult your noetic advisor.
Okay. After the 0 year, when the daughter fell from space, all Axum fled to deep water. The telescope was destroyed. Okay, so I'm guessing these 3 are going to tell a story. In the year 500 Pi, brave Maggie and Veffords returned to Cacorum. They rebuilt this observatory to study the erratic messenger. Long ago, fire users called Ardiacs built a telescope at Karakorum to spy on the World Tree at Xanadu. Okay. So the entire underwater civilization here was split off into factions, Xanadu and Karakorum. That's what I'm getting from this. Or at the very least, countries or cities or something like that. Tribes, what have you. Anyway, it's time to go to Noah, so he'll kill me. You know, I'm half expecting Nahima to be a part of Noah or something. Like, Nahima learned about the alien technology shit and made herself a part of Noah to stop any progress from being made. If that's how Noah knows about all of my bullshit. No, then again, he does have the memories of everyone he helps fabricate. So if I was to guess, maybe he understood Nahima's reasoning, so did whatever Nahima figured. That's if he does kill me. For all I know, this is just going to be a end of early access anticlimactic finish. Are you prepared for the difficult conversation? Remember that 40,000 lives are counting on you. I have complete access to your psychological profile, and I am certain you want the truth. You know that you are not on Zura, therefore you have deduced that you are not 14 light years away from the nearest phase gate. Your PDA identified the pulsar in the Axum array as PSR K1745-2856. It is near the galactic core, 20,000 light years away from home. How the fuck did we travel? How? We missed the mark by 19,900 and fucking 8. I think it's no, yeah, 86. Yeah, 19,986 light years. That is how far they missed the mark. We have traveled further than any human beings in history. There is no possibility of rescue or return. The civilization we build here will not reconnect with humanity for at least twice the length of recorded human history.
I printed 26 colonists before the...
Okay, so there are still black box signals that I haven't claimed. I'm guessing that they disappear once you do claim them. I don't know, though. Anyways, I believe that is the end of the storyline of Subnautica 2. And we spent all that time to find out that we are quite literally just not going to get help. So what I think I'm going to do before I leave is I am going to try and scan those two big bads just for the fun of it. Because I'm probably not going to touch this game again until it starts getting updates. I'd love to be the sort of guy to go around, read every PDA entry, and, you know, just keep going till I get unbelievably bored. But there are other games that I would like to play just for the fun. I do need to get back to streaming Hollow Knight at some point, though. That's something I wouldn't mind getting back into. Alright, bring it on, you big beastly beast. Now, where are you? I will get your IP address if it is the last thing that I do. Alright, where are you? I mean, it sounds like you're close. Is he back over this way? Where is he? No, it sounds like he's over here. Yeah, there he is. Okay. It's a collector Leviathan. So that gives me... So that gave me a databank entry. I'm going the wrong way. And then that gave me a bioscan entry. I think it was sonic sonar. But But yeah, no, he was a lot easier to scan than I thought he would have been. Sure, he's spoopy and everything, but it's not the spoopiest. And then there's one more bastard that I need to scan. And I'm terrified because I don't know if he can one-shot me. If I can get it to attack the tadpole before I scan it, then that should, hopefully, resolve any concerns. Because I'm pretty sure most enemies have a downtime after attacking. Where are you? There you are. Oh! Okay. So it straight up one-shots you. And your life pod. I see. Not your life pod, your tadpole. So do I get my tadpole back? If I didn't save? Nope. It auto-saved. Okay, so I'd have to make a new tadpole to be able to scan that thing. But like, that thing is fucking huge. It ate me in one fucking bite.
Power connected. All systems online.
I refuse to stop until I get a scan of that thing. 2 titanium, 1 glass. I probably should have let it finish fabricating before I ran out. There we go, that should be plenty.
Welcome aboard.
What I'm going to do next as well, before I go, is place that bio lab. After I get this Seamoth down.
Welcome aboard.
Just to see what everything in it is. Right, I need a depth module. Celestine, enameled glass, system chip. System chip I can get easy enough. Celestine I'm not so certain about. Oh hey, Celestine. Unless that's... No, I'm pretty sure that's Celestine. Nope, that's not Celestine. I mean, I can at least get quartz. Wait. Is my tadpole still over there? Okay. So it is still there, but I need to try and be fast about getting it out. I also need to try and repair it. Wait, why did it do that? How do I... How do I turn that back on? Uh-oh. Is that a keybind? I didn't accidentally hit a keybind, did I? Me no like that. Why are the barriers suddenly gone? And where are my black boxes? Oh, hey, it's back. What I'm wondering is if there's a way for me to bait it out with my tadpole. Oh, okay. So, if I'm going to try and bait it out with the Seamoth, I need to not be near the Seamoth, otherwise I get blown the fuck up. I refuse to stop until I scan this fucker. Okay, well now that I know where it is... Okay. I mean, at least it didn't break the, tadpole this time. But there's 4 of them. One of them is like a big mother, and then the other 3 are babies. I wonder if they've killed the Seamoth yet. The tadpole. Does not look like it. I don't see the boundary anymore. Oh, here it is. Oh god, my frames are dying. Why are my frames dying? It's like suddenly there's a shit ton of input delay. And all of a sudden I can't see anything. Okay, I think it fixed itself. Okay, but now OBS is being weird. Okay, hold on 1 second. Exit game. Save and exit. Thank you for following Heim Noise. Okay, that fixed it. Alright, now where's that boundary? Here it is. Alright. Come on out. Where are you? There you are. Wow, it is very difficult to scan these guys. I can't get close while they're biting the sea moth. Because not the sea moth, the tadpole, because the tadpole just blows up. But the moment one of them is done eating the tadpole, then the other one just comes at you. The only way I can think of getting away with scanning these things is by baiting them out with the tadpole over and over and just scanning while they're near the boundary. Although I can't see the... Oh no, there's a boundary. Oh wait, it's bugged. One of the little shits are missing. Come on over. Oh, okay. So they're a lot faster than I am. And apparently they can grab onto you when they're a fair distance away. But I'm starting to think the only way I can get a scan is by baiting them, because the moment they're hostile to you, you're fucked. Okay, so they did grab it, but the moment you're out of the boundary, they let go. Oh, I didn't get out of the boundary in time for that one.
To physical trauma. Reprinting.
I refuse to stop until I get these things scanned. I refuse. Oh man, I didn't make it in time.
To heat shock. Reprinting.
What I need to do is bait it so that it comes out far enough that when it bites me and it tries to turn around, I can scan it. But that's a very fine window to hit.
To physical trauma.
And then the moment you get out of the way, it just starts zooming back. Oh, okay, now it's stuck in a wall. That's fun.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Can I access that storage at all? No.
30 seconds.
Can I drop it? Okay.
Oxygen. Print lost to suffocation. Reprinting.
There we go. But I'm wondering, is the best way to deal with them to get closer to them before they separate themselves from the mother? Then when they go to bite the tadpole, I scan them while they're close. But I leave the tadpole. There's a lot of ifs and buts. And that was such a good opportunity to get a scan in as well. Fuck. It's just a lot of goofy baiting you need to do. That thing's fucking huge, though. Ah.
To physical trauma. Reprinting.
I'm going the wrong way. Okay, well, it's done it again.
Oxygen. Print lost to suffocation. Reprinting.
Come on, this shouldn't be this hard.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Print lost to physical trauma.
Okay, so I went from, like, right in the boundary to being pulled out of the boundary. I believe I have an idea, though. So in that area, they really love coming in from the right-hand side. And there's quite a bit of space where I could probably bait them to be half hanging into the safe zone.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And these visual effects are very nauseating, though.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, fucking finally, we got it! Shiver male? Male Shiver Leviathans are smaller and more agile than large female. They also lack the female's distinctive tail organs, which may be a form of long-range towed array sonar. Males depend on females for guidance and nourishment during long cruises in the open ocean. Packs of males cooperate with a single female in hunts. Attacks are aggressive and comprehensive and not limited to prey. Females will drive off or destroy any large challenger they encounter, while males engage smaller consorts or companions. Liable paternity. Most of the biosphere is void, a wet desert 5,000 meters deep. And that void is also form. I don't know if the female is scannable, because there were a few times where I tried to scan her, but I couldn't get anything. Okay, nah, she's not scannable.
Reprinting.
Alright, so I did what I set out to do. I scanned the big scary dudes and got their information. Just kinda sucks that it's only the males who can scan and not the females. I'm gonna go repair my sea moth, bring it back to the base. My tadpole. I'm gonna repair my tadpole, bring it back to the base, and then I'm gonna end the video there. Because at the moment, I believe that is the entirety of the early access. We got the power generator running, the big turbine thing, and then we got the can you not drag my tadpole deeper into the not nice place, please? And then we went into the observatory and had a look at what's in there. But yeah. That was the early access of Subnautica 2. I quite enjoyed it. There were quite a few frustrations had here and there. But I do plan on coming back at some point just to do some dumb shit, like what I just did. Let me just get my tadpole docked.
Power connected. All systems online.
Ah, you got crushed. How about you get crushed over here? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. It has been interesting getting back into Subnautica once again. It's nice to see that, you know, the devs are working on their game as best as they can with Crafton being Crafton. If you want to get Subnautica if you want to get Subnautica 2, please do buy it. Fucking Unknown Worlds really does need the help at the moment. Last I heard, they were really close to getting that 250 mil. So if you want to, you know, rob Crafton of a shit ton of money, go ahead and buy a copy of Subnautica 2. The early access is nice. I do plan on streaming co-op and fucking around with friends at some point. It is mildly disappointing how short the game is. Like, if you knew what you were doing, you'd probably be able to finish this game in maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. But for a first-time playthrough, I'm loving it. I love it. The only complaint I would have to have is that the needlers are very, very annoying, and those electric sharks are probably more so annoying. There goes that sea moth. Oh, tadpole. Fucking bleh. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go get myself some dinner. You guys have yourselves a good night.